Hi all, it's Skip from Skip's Messy Workbench, and it's been a while since I created a video. I think it's been a little over a month. Well, I got the 56 T-Bird finished, finally. It didn't really take me long, with number of hours. I mean, it was actually a very good build, a very short build. It's just that I haven't worked on it. that's just it in a nutshell. Anyway, I've got it done, and I thought I would show you how it came out. So follow me down to the shop, and I'll show you. See you there. Well, hello all, and it's been a long while since I produced a video, but here I am. I'm back. We're still scorching here in the Lehigh Valley section of Pennsylvania. That's on the eastern part of the state. So it's been in the upper 90s with real feels, somewhere in the low 100s. So you know, it's a good time to work in the shop. Anyway, I finished the 56 T-Bird, and as you can see here, I have it on display. It actually turned out not too bad. I'm happy with it as far as it goes. I will tell you that there were a few very small issues with the build on this, but they were so small I'm not going to mention them in this video because that's how small they are. Yeah, but if you want to see, I have on my website, I'll have it there in a couple of days, and today is Tuesday, June the 26th. Yeah, and that's in 2024. So I'll have it on my website. You can see some of the really small little issues, but they were all recoverable very easily, very simple. So I think it came out fine. The one faux pas that I made, and I made a fairly large faux pas, was that I wanted to make this car look like it would have from the factory. And when I mean that, I mean the color combinations and just how things would have been ordered from the Ford factory in 1956. And I did that, actually. What you're looking at here is exactly that. However, if you saw some of my previous videos, and if you go to my website and you look at it, you'll see that the roof on some of them is black. Well, I made a big faux pas when I was reading the color chart from the factory in 1956 for the combination colors, and I had the body and the roof colors backwards. So what I thought was a black roof with a red body was actually supposed to be a black body with a red roof. Well, I already had the body painted red, and so I looked on the chart the right way, and I see that they did make a red body with a white roof, and so that's why you see the white roof. And you know, I actually like it better. As much as I don't care for white cars or anything white on a car, I think this looks really sharp. So you know, it was actually a pretty easy build. There was, like I said, a few small issues, but nothing really that great. The roof is not glued on. In fact, some of the glue on this is still drying, so I'm gonna be careful. The roof is not glued on, and it's not supposed to be, because these hardtops were convertibles. So you can take the roof off and see inside. And let me see if I can't get my camera positioned correctly, or maybe just move the model, huh? Now I'll just move the camera. I think that's better. So let me move the camera up here, like that. And you can see I did the interior on it. Maybe you can. I guess I'm gonna have to move the car. All right, I gotta be careful, because like I said, some of this stuff is just freshly glued. So I did the detailing on the interior. The seat belts are a decal, and also this white on the seats is also a decal. So that was actually pretty easy. I made the mistake. This was my error. I painted the tub red first, and then I tried to do the white on the interior. That was really a bad move for me. I should have done the thing in white and then masked off the white areas and did the red, but it didn't turn out too bad. The dash also has a lot of decals on it. There was a very, very small decal that was supposed to go here with the T-Bird emblem on it. It was so small, I had it on, but it falls right off. So I just put a little Molotov chrome on it, and called it good. So that got all finished. The hood actually opens, and you can see the engine. Let me get this down here. I'll tilt the camera down here. And let me get the hood open without scratching everything. And the hood opens up. There we go. Let me bring this around here. And you can see the engine. I did this box stock. Boy, it hurt me to do it, but I did it box stock. There is one of the issues that I had with this vehicle was the radiator. The radiator, even though you can't see it now, is setting in at an angle, like it's tilting forward. And there was nothing I could do. Well, I could have. I just didn't want to. Let me be honest with you. All right, I could have cut this pipe here a little bit and to move it back, but then the fan hit the radiator before it was even straight. But you know what? When everything's together, you don't see it. I thought it turned out okay. So that's that. So the engine got detailed just enough to make it stand out. Like I said, I didn't wire it. This was total box stock. And the bottom, I was actually surprised. I got to watch, because some of the decals, like this is a decal over here, and I just put it on, so I don't want to move it. The chassis, you can see, this was all one piece. Now this was part of it. These were added on, but the tank was molded in and all that. I was surprised when I looked at factory that the floor pans were this pink color. I think you can see that it's pink on camera. So I did that. I detailed then the frame and the exhaust pipes and everything. So that's all done. I didn't dirty it because this is supposed to be right off the factory floor. And the front suspension, there was an issue with the struts on the front suspension. Again, very small issue. You can go to my website if you want to see that. But it's an easy fix, very, very simple fix on getting the struts in. So that's the bottom side. Again, it was a nice build. It was a good build. It took me a long time, but again, I didn't work on it every day either. In fact, there were like 2-week period that I didn't do anything on the vehicle, and because I was just busy doing other things. So anyway, it is all finished. And yeah, so there we are. A 1956 T-Bird. There we go. And again, I think it turned out fine. Oh, one other thing, I always point this out because I don't know, because I'm an idiot. I don't know why, but because I live in Pennsylvania, I always put a Pennsylvania license plate on it. And I find these plates online. They're actually pretty easy to find. And but you'll see that it's a 1956 Pennsylvania license plate. Oops. It's a 1956 Pennsylvania license plate. I may be out of focus. But I find these online, and they're pretty easy. I use a program called GIMP then to enhance them and you know, get them to print the right size. So you know, I always have to do that. Every one of my cars have a Pennsylvania plate on them from the year that the car is. And since I was only 2 years old in 1956, now you know how old I am, I didn't have one of my own. So, it's okay. This is the T-Bird, 56 T-Bird AMT. Again, it's a good build. It'd be a nice build for somebody who wants a quick build and not take a month like I did. But it's a nice quick build. It's clean. Like, other than the few little minor issues, it was a good smooth build to do. Anyway, that's about it. I'll put some still photos at the end of this video. Not many, but I'll put a couple of stills. And you can see some more on my website if you want to visit my website at skipsmessyworkbench.com. Anyway, thank you all for watching, for putting up with this. Thank you to all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your patience for me not doing videos in a timely fashion. I appreciate all my guests. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you very much. And you know, I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you. Well, yeah, I would, but I enjoy doing this and having some feedback from the outside world, because it gets pretty lonely down here in this basement shop. So anyway, I'm going to ramble on again. You know I always do. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much. If you like what you see, even if you don't like it, give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It really does help the algorithm in YouTube. And I guess that's it for now. So until the next time, bye. I'll see you later.